I'm talking right now to Frank Ramos, and you know, of course, you just saw the private screening we had of Back to La Villa, as a documentary. I just want your feedback. I want to know what you think of the documentary.
Well, I could just tell you that right from the beginning, you had my attention. The way it came on, I love the opening footage of it because the way you did it, which everybody will see, had my attention. And then at the same time, as it unfolded, it was remarkable to me because of the old pictures, the way you hit on getting the musicians to open up and give you their young part of their lives from when they were young, before they even became established, and how they connected to other bands from it. It was beautiful. And you know, daughters of musicians, I mean, I was really impressed the way it unfolded and how it was blended together. It really touched me.
So we could say then that you liked it?
Over the top. I really did. It was really beautiful.
That's Frank Ramos right there. So we have here Angelo VELAZQUEZ, the son of the original owner of El Continental.
One of them, yes.
And he just finished watching the private screening of Back to La Villa, the documentary. And of course, I need to know what you thought of the documentary.
I was very impressed. I thought it was very well done, and that it represented Las Villas very well. I liked the fact that there were so many images, so many photographs of the actual Villas, where you could actually, if you were there during that time, it brought back a lot of memories. It really did. And of course, being the son of one of the Villa owners, I knew so many of the other Villa owners. We were all like pretty much like family. We all knew each other. And I went to all of the Villas. I played at all of them. I think the only one that I never played at was Villa Garcia, which became Casablanca. Why, I don't know, but I played at all the rest of them at one time or another. And I have to say, I think that the Villa owners' children, their Villa of choice was Sunny Acres, because of the fact that the music, it was, and the atmosphere was youthful, and it was the kind of music that we enjoyed listening to and dancing to. And we had great music at El Continental also. We were talking about that. We had good bands, that musicians went on to play with all of the best bands, and the same thing with the groups in Sunny Acres. But we enjoyed, and I think also it was getting away, you know, because at El Continental, they put me to work.
Okay.
So you know, when you got away, when you had a break and you got away, to me, Sunny Acres was the place.
I was very impressed because I like the shots that you did from Puerto Rico, because the people that came up here, they wanted to have something of their own. And being in Upper New York, Hudson Valley, they got to find that. And nowadays they would probably frown on some things, but it was family oriented. They came up here with the kids, with the music, with everything that was happening. And the bands would cut their teeth up here. You know, they would improvise. They would play all summer, go to the city, because Shorty Martinez always made sure he went to the city. That was from Sunny Acres, to make sure he got top bands. So did the Continental. And there was a guy that you know now as Richie Bonilla, Cookie. He used to have the Pete Rodriguez in his orchestra. He had all these different bands, and he used to have them in the city. Shorty would call up, see what bands were going to be playing, who was coming up. And like the New Swing Sextet is playing today, you know, 51 years playing, and they played in Sunny Acres. And it was all family. They all put pools in, or they had a lake. And the food, I mean, if Ishi and Angelo and counted all the money that was brought up to the area, because they bought the pigs, they brought the bread. I mean, everything was local, and the wealth was shared with people that were not Puerto Rican, but when it came to summertime, they were all Puerto Rican.
And this is Ish Martinez, the son of the original owners of Sunny Acres. And when you get to see the documentary, you're actually going to see him in it because I think he's one of the stars of the documentary. Ish Martinez, you just finished watching the private screening of Back to La Villa as a documentary. Tell me what you think about it.
Well, I knew when you started working on it that it was going to be good. I never had a doubt. And now that I've seen it, it's even better than I thought it was going to be.
Okay.
I mean, I was a little bit a part of it, but I didn't realize all the stuff that goes into it. And it seems like you managed everything really well. All of the different scenes came in nicely. You had some good color in there. The music was great. I mean, it was classic Las Villas music from back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really impressed. Everything was the testimonials were really very good, especially mine. But actually, no, the video was great. I think it's going to be well received.
Thank you.
People will really get a chance to see the people who have never been there, what it was like. You really get a taste for it from this video.
So you think the people that if we do, well, not if, I think we will have a premiere of this documentary for people that have been wanting to see it. They could get to check it out. You think it would also be well received one day?
Absolutely, yeah. It's
And,
something.
and you know I'm not going anywhere without asking you to mention your book, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, the book is kind of like a sister piece to the video. I mean, it kind of does the same thing in a book format. It's got the pictures,
And the name of the book?
The vintage pictures. The name of the book is Las Villas of Plattekill and Ulster County.
And it's going to be coming out.
It'll be available July 25th, 2016.
And so that'll be close to if we do an event. We have like something in conjunction, the book,
that
the
would be
documentary.
great. I think people would love
Why
it.
wouldn't people want to come check that out?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's Ish Martinez right there. Okay, I'm here talking with Carla Ramos, the daughter of the original owners of Sunny Acres. Just got through watching the private screening of Back to La Villa as a documentary. I'm just going to ask you, what do you think? What do you think of the documentary?
I think you did a wonderful job. I think you touched my heart with it, because I've always felt like if someone doesn't do this, that history is going to be gone. It'll be missing. And you did such a great job. Just seeing the whole thing brings me right back to Sunny Acres, when my parents owned it and my grandmother. And I know a lot of families, other villa owners, are going to be so proud of this and so happy that you achieved it, and we're really happy about that.
So the most important thing for me was that you were happy with it. So would you say you were happy with it?
I'm very pleased with it. It was wonderful. It was wonderful.
Okay.
And just hearing the different artists, like you don't get to speak to the musicians that way, so hearing their side of it and what they went through and the families that visited, it was beautifully done.
That's Carla Ramos right there.
Back to Las Villas, a documentary, a special tribute to a popular summer resort area in upstate New York, which was originally owned and operated by Spanish immigrants and eventually became a Puerto Rican-owned mecca of establishments known as Las Villas.
Pretty much what I remember is him talking about playing in La Villas. That weekend he would have to go and play, or he would invite us up there. I remember seeing him play.
'75, I joined Hector Lavoe's band, November 25th, 1975. And immediately, I was thrown into the fire. Why? Because Hector Lavoe at that particular time had a tune that was a mega hit.